I'll do my best.
It has an 18 plus thing on it. You're fine. Um, so yes, I had actually no wait. That was 2 times ago. This was the second time I was attempting to be assassinated because of Foxtrot. Thank you. Um, so we were in a bar. He saw what is that dude's name? Uh,
Blackbird.
I don't know. It's not.
Blackbird.
Yeah, that guy. Um, and freaked out. I was like, "We gotta go," and I was like, "Okay." So we left, and then started getting chased, and yeah, I guess Raptor called in the middle of said chase, and um, Buckshot was like, "A little bit busy here," and so he went through the Matrix to come get us, um, and yeah, Spectre was poking at him and accidentally, I think, murked somebody by like pulling up on a bike or something like that. I don't remember quite how that happened, but yeah,
Um,
essentially, go ahead.
made the bike crash straight into the ground.
Yes. And so I kept fucking up, and we narrowly escaped that, and ended up going back to Raptor's place, and we were trying to figure out what the heck was going on, and nobody knew anything. And we putzed around for a little bit, and then I think I was going to go meet my contact at one of the bars, and I think that's where we left off. I don't.
Yeah, that works. Also, if you two want to lock down your character sheet so it gets rid of the extra spaces on your skills,
Done.
might make it a little bit easier to read. Cool. So, Dima, is that how you say it?
That's right.
What does your character do?
Oh God.
Like, do you know anything about your character? And that's okay if the answer is no.
I haven't fleshed it out that fast in like an hour that we've been talking.
That's fair.
I will have it, but I would
Okay.
say for like the sake of the game today, just hired gun.
Okay.
And then I can come up with something better for next week.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that you three know each other. We're going to be doing a collaborative story thing with all three of us. I don't know. Aaron, Daniel, roll a d6.
I'm trying to roll it. It's being uncooperative. There we go. Okay.
Roll again.
Roll again.
One of you have to win.
Spin to win.
I think he wins.
Okay. So Thomas, how collaborative story backgrounds work is you're going to start a story, have a complication, and you're going to pass it off to Daniel. Daniel's going to either resolve the complication or give you tools so you can resolve the complication and pass it back to you, and you're going to finish it. It could be really short, couple paragraphs, or like a paragraph or two for like your beginning. He's going to have a paragraph or two for his, and then you're going to complete it with a paragraph or two. The same thing's going to happen, but Erin's going to start a story, pass it to you, and then you're going to pass it back to her. This is going to be something that happens in the past. It could be before or after the blip, but basically it's how your characters know each other. This is usually a better way to start a story than you all meet in a bar. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I will be passing out the instructions after the game, and reminding you all for it. But that's going to be something that does happen. It's not happening right now. I'm just letting you know. You somehow know each other.
Rip.
What is something that your character think, or what is something that you think your character would have done? That would have gotten them captured.
well, definitely I would have shot somebody.
Okay.
Negotiation gone south. I was sent in to negotiate something. I'm going to speak broadly. I'm just going to stream of conscious. I was sent in to negotiate the release of a high-level executive, but they've refused to cooperate. So naturally, when it's like, all right, well, if you're not going to give me what I want and you're not going to cooperate, I'm just going to shoot you. So there was a giant firefight, but I was outgunned, which seldom doesn't happen, but I was outgunned, taken captive, and now I would say that's what I got.
Okay. So the people that captured you and the high level executive, we're going to say that the high level executive is from As Technology, and you two end up basically in this it's like in an unused circus tent, and that's where they're holding you. They have you in a cage, and you're surrounded by different like mystical creatures that they use for their circus act. They are a gang that travels around as a circus, and usually doing some kind of con in the local area. They do their thing, they get out. Part of their thing went awry, and they ended up accidentally capturing, well, not accidentally, they ended up through a series of events capturing a high-level corporate exec from Mass Technology. And then things went to real shit when when a contact hired you to go and get his release. So yeah, so this is where we're going to start with you two in there. What do you do? You're tied up. He's tied up.
You're asking me?
Yeah, you're tied up. He's tied up. You're in a cage.
Okay.
He looks over at you. He's like, "That went really well."
Yes, except I would say it with a heavy Russian accent, like, that did not go well. Now did it? And then, can I test the strength of my bonds?
Sure. Give me a. That would be. So you get to pick your distinction, but you get to tell me which distinction that you're using. And then it would be a strength plus. I would say athletics.
Okay, so distinction, I'm gonna say survivor.
Okay.
Okay, so you said strength, so that's a D6.
Oh, so I see that you have 3 of your distinctions already checked. If you want to go ahead and uncheck them, that's what that little thing is next to them.
Oh, okay.
And so as you check off those dice, it will put it into your dice pool, which is in another little block. I like to pull mine down into the bottom left corner right next to my chat window, but you can put it wherever you feel comfortable.
Okay.
And then go ahead.
I do have some, like, a dice pool down there, but I'm not sure if it's the correct dice pool.
It's the one that's labeled pool, and it will have the word favor in the middle of it.
Oh.
So like click on strength, it should pop to the top of your screen. Or click on the little icon next to strength.
Okay, yeah. Pool, favor.
Yep. So if you grab that, you could drag it, and I have that next between my chat screen and the dice. It fits nicely there.
Okay.
Just unfortunately, I can't program it to start there. But But yeah, so it's going to be your survivor strength plus athletics.
Okay, so it's okay. So I see my survivor strength, and then how do I add my athletics to that? Oh, I click the icon next to that.
Yep.
Okay, so I got that, and then
Yep.
do I press roll?
Yep.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me go ahead and set the difficulty.
Does Thomas know about how to choose outcome and effect dice yet?
That's
Vaguely.
what we're going to go over.
Okay.
So 2 of those dice, unless you rolled a 1, I don't see that you rolled a 1. So 2 of those dice are going to be your outcome. One of the dice are going to be your effect.
Mhm.
The outcome determines if you can do it. The effect determines how well you do it.
Yep.
So the difficulty, unfortunately, is kind of high. It's a 16.
All right.
Holy shit!
Did you use Doompool dice against him? Or...
Yeah.
No, I did not use any Doompool.
So when he says kind of high, that's a little bit of an
Need-
understatement.
There's a lot of high.
Moderately high. Okay.
If you can't beat it, then okay.
I can't.
All right.
I'm
So yeah, you start pulling, and you can either click the X if you don't want it to show the roll, or you can go ahead and hit submit or whatever. But to show you how that function works, you can. So when you have that window open, you can click and drag those dice to go into whichever box you want it to go to. So if you want it to go outcome or you want to go effect, or you can click the max buttons that are in there. And so like you could say, give me the max outcome or give me the max effect.
okay.
You can also do something that's kind of cool that has just been added. On the dice pool box, you can click next to favor, you can click outcome or effect, and when it rolls, it will automatically throw those dice into there.
Oh, okay.
That was fun figuring out.
That's a neat system.
Yeah. And now also when you click max for outcome or effect, it will also throw the best possible die into the other one too.
Okay. Well, I didn't beat that, so.
But yeah, just so you know how the system works.
Additionally, you might get more than like 3 dice to roll later on. It's always the same, having the same number of 2 dice for outcome and 1 for effect, regardless of how big your dice pool is. That was
Okay.
that was something I did not get early on.
Okay.
Unless you use plot points, but
But we don't want to overwhelm you with
Right.
information. But
that's true.
there is a
Yeah.
way to even increase it better with plot points.
I did read about the plot points. Well, I mean, the video touched on plot points, and
Mhm.
I know of their existence, but you know, I haven't used them yet. So.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, you're pulling at them and such, and yeah, they're pretty taut.
You rolled a 9, 7, and an 8.
That's what I rolled. Yep.
That's disgusting.
Also now, the new system will show you what you rolled, and it will show you the effect die will be in color.
That's cool.
Very nice.
All right, so Ray, you get a Reyes?
It's raise.
Raise. Okay. Raise, you get a phone call from your contact. It pops up in your AR.
Where are we, like, time-wise?
Are we still Raptors?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you left Raptors yet. So you tell me.
Okay, but like, this is going to be like immediately after last game, essentially.
Yeah, at some point after last game.
Well, is it
But-
before or
but
after?
Before,
Okay.
before your meet that you had in 3 hours.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I probably had left to go get settled after being attempted assassinated twice at my own house for a little bit. And I was probably going to go make sure there wasn't any like bugs or anything hidden there. Is probably what I would be doing. So, anyways, yeah, I would probably be at my house making sure it wasn't bugged or something, or other like assassins lurking there, since apparently that's what's my life is now.
Okay.
um,
Um,
but yeah, I'll answer it, and I'll be probably really paranoid sounding as I do, and be like, "Hello."
she pauses for a second. She's like, "Is everything okay, Raze?"
Oh hey, yeah, stressful day. Lots going on. Sorry, was not expecting your call. What's up? Is this the different contact than the one that set me up the meet?
No, this is the one that's basically being a handler for you.
Okay, I'll be
For
like,
you to meet with
yeah,
Raze.
I thought my meeting wasn't for 3 hours. Did something change with that, or what's up? Are you okay?
Oh no, you're fine. I'm assuming you're still meeting with Alpha Blue.
That is my plan. Yes.
Okay, great. I
Wait, am I
have
actually meeting with Alpha Blue, or am I meeting a contact of Alpha Blue?
She pauses. She's like, "Tell nobody this. You're meeting with Alpha Blue."
Just silence. Oh. I'll make sure my armor's polished.
I don't think she's gonna worry too much about your
Yeah, I
appearance.
didn't know what to say. What's going on?
I need you to do a milk run.
Okay. What's up?
Uh,
You want 2% whole? What?
this is pretty much a 2% job.
Okay.
You're. I think that some things might get easier for you, with the current troubles that you and your friends are having.
Oh, you know about that, huh?
It's showing up on the hollow.
Yeah, I'm not surprised after everything that happened today. So you know.
We might be able to take care of a couple birds with this.
Okay.
One meaning Blackbird.
Ha. Nice.
He works directly for As Technology. As Technology recently had a capture of one of their execs,
Uh-oh.
and a runner was sent in to negotiate his release. Apparently, things went wrong.
Just like my Discord setup. No. Okay.
He needs to know about the
Yeah, he
camera
needs
thing.
to know the rule. Okay.
What are the rules?
All right. Well, stream will be wonky for a little bit. Anyways, carry on. Sorry.
Do you think you might have some time to stop by and see if you can get them out?
Yeah. Can you send me the coordinates? I should be able to squeeze it in.
All right. You might want to bring back up. This should be a fairly easy job. They're not super professional.
Okay. Sounds good. I got somebody in mind. He owes me a favor or two.
Excellent. She hangs up, and immediately you start receiving all the details. Basically, it's this. There is a freaking term that I can't get in my head. I keep on pausing, thinking, "Yeah, you're gonna have it this time."
Describe it to me.
It's syndicate. There we go. It's
There you go.
it's a syndicate that parades around as a circus. Pause. So when we turn off our cameras, it totally botches the stream. I understand if you have to. Just give Aaron a heads up.
If you can give me a heads up so I can change screens or something, that'd be appreciated.
You're muted.
You're also muted.
Unexpected. Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, so basically they're a syndicate that parades around as a circus, that goes and does these con jobs in cities, usually screwing with high-level execs. Where something went awry is the corporate exec for As Technology was actually being what is that called? Where they're hiding their personality or hiding their identity, because he's wanted for some other issues. So they had no idea who they were actually messing with. Most small syndicates would not be messing with As Technology because they're just a scary ass company to ever be messing with. But through an array of unfortunate events, that's how that ended up. They actually have a circus tent and such set up, and they suspect that that's where he's being held.
Okay, so wait, is the exec from As Technology?
Mm-hmm.
So is the theory that since we're doing them a favor, that they'll quit trying to murder me?
Possible.
Okay, well, I'm gonna trust my handler on this, so, which, again, I will flesh her out at some point. Alright, as she's doing, like, her final sweeps of her place to make sure that there's nothing amiss, she's going to, call it Foxtrot.
Okay. So yeah, your AR starts getting a ring.
Foxtrot answers, not 3 times in one day. What's
Not
going on?
yet, but yeah, you know about those first 2 times? You kind of owe me, right?
Yeah.
I've got a job that we can do probably pretty quickly that might help alleviate some of that pressure. So I need you to help me out with this one.
Fair enough.
Yeah, some corporate bigwig got kidnapped, which whatever. Unfortunately, it's for As Technologies, but that's part of why it might help get them off of our back if we're doing this thing. And it's not anything particularly illicit. It's just getting them out of there. So.
Hey, they're my former employer. No skin off my back.
All right. So she'll send Foxtrot the GPS coordinates. Like, let's meet up over in that area. She'll cite a landmark that's near there.
Okay.
Don't bring the loonies with you, okay?
Foxtrot, did you heal a?
I healed 1 physical. I had a lot of social
You should
stress.
also heal one social.
Okay.
Yep. So Thomas also knows all stress, other than like permanent stress, like essence is a permanent stress, heals 1 per scene.
Okay.
So in this case, Foxtrot had a physical, or he had 2 physical and 3 social. So his physical healed 1 and his social healed 1.
When you say scene, are you referring to like these transitions between like the dialogue?
Yeah, pretty much. I will pretty much declare when an end of a scene is. So like this is kind of a transition scene. Like this is taking us to the next event.
Okay.
And then when they go through this whole circus thing, at the end of the circus thing, then they'll have another scene that they'll heal, which will basically be the game tonight. So the game is pretty much only going to consist of 1 scene, but sometimes the game will have 2 or 3 scenes.
Okay.
I tend to think of them as encounters, be that a like fight or a social encounter with somebody, something like that.
Okay.
It feels natural. I don't know how to describe it further than that. So anyway.
Start. All right. So I'm trying to pull up some stuff. All right. So you guys arrive and get to basically it's near the waterway of Seattle. They have a tent set up in this lot that usually looks like it's for some kind of events that come through the city. And it all looks pretty dirty and disheveled. And when you arrive, you see, I'm assuming you're arriving stealthily. You're probably staying on the outskirts to kind of get a lay of the land. But basically, you see a like two guys, muscly. One's kind of holding a gun over his shoulder. They're chatting about something, having a cigarette, and you see these cat-like creatures with two tails walking around around their table and just kind of prowling the area.
Do they look like they're selling stuff?
No.
They don't look
Right.
like they're gonna say Khajiit.
So there's- Is the table, I guess, outside in front of the tarp?
Yeah, so like out front, they have like a few different booths and tables set up. Just
But-
kind of
Yeah, it just really seems like a front, like nothing's really going on.
yeah, but I mean, it looks like they can have a circus night.
Oh, if they wanted
It's
to.
just that it's not one that's running tonight.
Gotcha.
So things are like closed up, sealed. But it looks like there's this table that's sitting in front of a booth, and probably when that booth is open, it could probably have food and some other stuff, and people would go and sit down near this picnic area. So there's actually a few different tables gathered around, so they can eat their circus meals, because there's other activities to do. Like there's you see that these game tents are set up, but they're all closed and sealed off. You're imagining the standard like fairground stuff, like throw the rings or the basketball and things like that. Probably a little bit more cyberpunkish that I'm not thinking of at the current moment. But so you're seeing that kind of scene, and then of course you see the big top in the back.
And we don't know specifically which tarp they're in. They're in this area.
No, right now, I mean, I guess you don't have the exact coordinates or anything of that. You might be able to make some assumptions, but
Gotcha.
Yeah, maybe we should have asked Raptor to look it up for us. Remind me again what Foxtrot's specialty is in?
Mainly in stealth and agility, notice, and shoot.
Okay.
Also, Daniel, if you want, can you set your archetype for me?
I went to edit and just put in covert ops specialist in the description.
Oh, I don't
But
think
is
I
it-
did mine either. My bad.
Is it like?
Oh, go ahead and change that for, instead of archetype, change that.
Oh, okay.
there.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, it was in the same box as lifestyle, so I was like, oh, you just don't change it. You change it in the description.
I see. And so I can look at it and have the idea off the top of my head.
That's always 6, right? For whatever
Yeah,
reason.
it starts at 6. Yeah, but you can raise it with growth, which
What is that roll you ever used for?
Yeah, I don't think we've ever used that.
so this is what's replacing the start over at the additional plot point at the beginning of every session. So at any time that you feel that my character should be skilled at this thing, you can use that 6. But every time you use that die, it's going to degrade. At the start of every game, it's going to go back to its starting point.
Okay.
So when you, at some point, you might want to say, hey, my character's leveling. And so you spend growth points to up that to an 8. And so then it will be an 8 at the start of every game. And it'll go from an 8 to a 6 to a 4.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And we use that dice one time every game, and it goes down.
Yep. But it goes back up to full every time. So
Yeah.
Okay.
The 4 I can understand might not want to use, but definitely use the 6 at some point. in the game.
Gotcha.
And Thomas, the math behind that is because 4, you have a 25% chance of rolling a 1.
Mhm.
1 gives me abilities to use against y'all. It doesn't mean you're doing bad. It just means that the world is coming back at you.
The world hates you. Okay. Which is
Gotcha.
very normal for our games. Okay, can I use notice to try and like kind of keep an eye on like patterns and see if there's an area that's more heavily guarded or anything, get an idea of where they might be?
Sure. Yeah. Give me a. That would be an intuition.
I'm gonna just use calm quiet since that we're being just yeah, you know.
And did you hear what the favoring buttons do at the bottom?
I did hear you say that. I like doing
So
things manually, so but it does.
Oh, it will still let you change it, but it will just take away 1 step for you to already line it up for you.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I didn't roll well anyways, so. Oh God, where's the submit button?
Top.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So about that.
Yeah.
Um.
I feel like maybe a foxtrot should be paying attention to stuff too.
So yeah, basically you're watching and
It's okay.
you keep on getting this strange feeling like as you're trying to like look around, see what else is going on. Those cats keep on really grabbing your attention. And you keep on feeling like one of them, after it sniffs around for a bit, it stops and it looks over to where you and Foxtrot are at. But as soon as you think that it's catching your eyes and you look over at it, it's going back to doing its thing. Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Sorry, people are shooting off fireworks and the fur babies are freaking out, so I keep
Oh.
checking on them.
So strange. There's I'm also getting fireworks outside the place.
What do you think, Foxtrot?
I don't know. Can Foxtrot, can he try and like kind of deduce patterns of like, people patrolling as well?
What's your end goal with this?
To try and either deduce where our priority target is, or maybe another person of interest that we can interrogate to find out, and ultimately where we need to go.
Okay. Yeah, this could be a notice thing.
Okay.
It would be intuition.
And notice. And studio spy. Wait, that's weird.
Okay. So looking at all these things, you see along the ground, you're looking where the tent basically is kind of resting slightly above the dust. The only one that seems to have any illumination coming from it is the big top. It's very light, so it's not fully lit up, of course, inside, but It looks like over on the east side of it is where the most light is coming from. And every now and then you see a shadow walk around, or like a shadow like appear on the side of the tent as it walks past something, and then it continues off. And so you see that effect of like this really large shadow come down to a human size and then it goes away.
Does there seem to be any side of the big top that is not as guarded?
Any side but the east side. It doesn't. Oh, so like the two they're sitting in front, and that's kind of like the pathway that would lead towards the big top. You could technically go around and try to sneak in through any side that you wanted.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you're looking for some kind of advantage to get in, that's going to be a burglary roll.
Oh, that's a burglar. Okay.
Are these cat people like normal, or is this like an abnormal thing?
There's some kind of mystical beast.
But it's not something that you would commonly see.
No,
And they are like bipedal walking around?
no, they're on all fours.
Oh, okay. Oh, now I'm having Final Fantasy flashbacks. Okay.
So trying to get into the general like area would be stealth, but trying to get into the actual big top would be burglary. Like that.
Because you're like breaking in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean-
I am not a burglary person at all, so I don't know if you are.
So, because you don't have to actually break into anything, stealth is fine. If you're trying to just set up advantages to be able to get in easier, that would be a burglary check. If this was an actual like constructed building and you're trying to get in through like a window or a door, that would be burglary.
Yeah. Okay.
Like- The tent, all you have to do is
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
BRB. 1 second.
Well, assuming he's okay with it, I'm gonna suggest that we go around towards, I guess the west side, since the east side is the open one. So whichever one is furthest away from.
I concur.
okay.
Make another checker.
Okay. So yeah, you go over there. I am going to need a stealth check from the both of you. I will set up the difficulty.
I'm actually gonna use my
Not too bad.
Can I use my? Well, let me rephrase. Can I use my death is inevitable, since I'm putting myself in danger for somebody else?
Yeah.
That'll work.
That makes sense.
And I'm sorry, you said stealth. Is that agi?
Yeah, yeah,
Agility. Yeah.
agility.
You fucking kidding me?
Oh, oh my god.
I'm buying those ones. Oh, you gave me a 12. Thank you.
My first 12 wins a one.
Oh no.
Are you serious?
So how the Doom / Overwatch pool works is if anybody rolls a 1, I could buy them. When I buy them, they gain a plot point. So both.
You should
Aaron
write
and-
that into the code, James, because I forget that all the time.
I am working on it. The problem is that when I drag, it doesn't know who rolled it. So what I'm trying to do is I have your character's name in it.
Mhm.
I'm going to have to take that and then search through all the nodes of the database, find that name, and then figure out which character that is. It's a pain in the ass.
Huh.
I
Okay.
tried to build it because I was just like, oh, I'll just attach the character node to it,
Yeah.
and we're good. And I couldn't. So I was like, God dang it.
That's
if
fair.
Ray beats it with no effect dice, what happens?
Your effect dice becomes a D4. But anyways, what happens is when I buy those dice, they get added to the Overwatch pool, and at any time throughout the rest of the game or the rest of the mission, I can use those Overwatch dice. And you can see the Overwatch dice at the bottom left-hand corner.
Definitely, it's definitely my character's descanted affected moment.
And that random 3 that's sitting there, there's supposed to be an icon behind it, but apparently I forgot to include the icon.
What
That's for
random
plot
3? Sorry.
Down in the Overwatch pool, there's a 3 sitting to the right of the D12
Is there?
What? Where's the Overwatch pool?
at the bottom left.
Bottom of the chat.
I don't see a
I don't-
3.
I don't see a 3 at all.
Oh, it's like black
It's like-
on top of dark
Oh,
gray.
Really
So
yeah.
It's much better when there's an icon behind it. That 3 stands for the plot points,
I see.
okay.
but okay, so yeah, I bought those.
Did you get a
alright.
plot point from that?
I
I
see you did. Daniel did not yet.
I did it. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't asking myself. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do question myself often.
So, describe this to me. What does this look like? How do you guys sneak in?
Relative to who won and lost that roll? I don't understand.
I mean, just because you're spotted doesn't mean that you really lost. It means
Okay.
something interesting might happen.
All right.
I'm gonna leave this one to you.
Let's see. Ray takes the lead on this. He's like, we're both, in a sprint to serpentine, away from the main entrance, down a hill, I guess, and I would guess Foxtrot kind of trips on some rocks.
Just because
and-
you got a 7 doesn't mean you did bad.
What if you just end up like scattering them, so they just kind of like, if it's on a hill especially, like they just kind of end up
Yeah, and
tumbling
makes
down?
Makes a bit of noise. Yeah, sure.
So yeah, that's heard. Rays, how do you react when you hear this clear noise?
Immediately look back at the main encampment where people are, see who notices, and probably pull out my gun.
Okay, give me a notice check.
Both of us are just Ray.
Both of you.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm setting the difficulty.
All right. Is it notice intuition?
Are you serious?
Yep, it'll be intuition.
Yeah.
I know, it's like I roll high, then roll low. Roll high, then roll low.
What time of day is this?
Night.
Can I go ahead and... I don't actually... We don't have this listed. Or I don't know that we ever... Actually, no. This is literally just a thing of mine that's giving me thermal vision. So, never mind.
I'm gonna- Mhm. I'll go ahead
Actually,
and-
I take that back. I'm sorry, Daniel. Go ahead.
All right, finish it all. I'm sorry.
Can I use my Cyber Eyes gear as like an additional D6 in this scenario, since they are giving me that thermal vision to help me see stuff, or would that not be applicable here?
Yeah. Thermal vision should kick in. So yeah, you can use your
Do I
your cyber eyes don't actually have a bonus.
No, because I don't know that we.
Well, I mean, your cyber eyes just gives you access to thermal vision, is all it does, and AR.
Well, and then it links up to the gun because that was the special effect with the gun, is that it gave me the AR connection to that too. But I have to actually spend one to be able to roll that for the gun, was what we decided.
Gotcha. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's a smart link.
Hmm.
I see.
So I don't know if it actually can help give me any sort of bonus with it being night or no.
I'll give you a D6 for it.
Okay. If I change that to a D6 and then just tick it, will that work?
So, do you already have the roll screen up, I'm assuming?
I got it. No, I haven't rolled it yet. I was still adding stuff to it.
Oh, okay,
So.
yep, you just drop the D6 into the pool.
Yep, I got it. Cool. Oh
Find
my god.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna go ahead and
Hey.
use my archetype D6 for
Sure.
this roll. As
Just double click it. But you're gonna have to drop a D6 into there.
okay, yeah. It's after such a rare misstep with the gravel or rocks. Foxtrot's kind of hyper aware of the situation now. He's like, I gotta notice something here. So,
Okay.
With the stepping up a beneficial die,
swear to Lord.
since I already rolled, I can't really do that, right? Yeah.
I mean, can you re-roll?
No, because I didn't. I chose a different specialty, so don't worry about it.
Gotcha. Yep.
Well, alas, I did not make it.
And
But Foxtrot did.
Fox. Okay, so
Did you buy that one for me, by the way?
yes, I did. I bought it from both of you, so you should
did.
both have
Okay.
plot points.
All right.
All right. So, you look over and you see that, yeah, they're still just kind of sitting around the table. The two creatures are still there. Fox, you look at Ray's, and then you look up, and on top of the big top is another one of those feline creatures, and it's looking straight down at both of you, and it's ready to pounce. You have an option of fighting it or jumping inside. What do you choose to do?
I quickly grab Ray and try and just like jump with her inside. Try and jump in with her inside.
Okay, give me a athletics agility check.
Both of
Okay.
us?
You may assist him by giving him a die.
How do I give him a die?
Or do I just get a
Basically, you
D6?
tell him which die it is, and he will add it to his pool. So,
How do I...
Oh, choose which die it is. So the pool would normally be a distinction attribute plus your agility and skill. So you pick one of those 3 dice.
Well,
So it
I
looks
have
like a D10.
D10s, so feel free.
Yeah, so you'll get a D10 that is added to your roll, so that you're assisting him.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, you didn't pass your perception check. So you're actually you're trying to save her. You don't get to add that die.
Okay.
Aw.
If you both passed it, then yeah, or if you
Well,
got
no,
close
because
enough.
then I would be making my own roll, right?
Fair. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't see any situation where you'd be assisting in this case.
No, I'm with you.
Rolling.
I was more thinking of reacting to him trying to pull me through a tent.
Yep.
I really want to see the code for these dice.
Yeah, I'm not so
They're-
sure about this, James.
They're physics.
I don't trust it.
I don't believe
Physics engine, so it's not even random. Well, it technically is random, but it's not the computer.
No, I
random.
totally believe it's not random. I think the physics on my roll button is different from the physics on your roll button.
Fuck was that?
Okay.
you,
So,
you got that hitch. Okay.
yep, I'm buying that hitch. You can get the plot point. So yeah,
How many more can you buy?
I have unlimited.
You have unlimited?
Yeah, but that gives you unlimited plot points. I mean, for purchasing, I only have 3 plot points for spending for my creatures that I get to do special effects with. Or it changes per scene. It's based on how many players are currently active. All right, so yeah, you dive into her, and she just wasn't ready for the reaction, and so you try to pull, and it kind of knocks you off balance. You get her out of the way, and that feline creature just comes flying down, claws out, and goes to attack you. Roll for initiative. By the way, combat page. The initiative button works.
Yeah.
What? Shut the
Say
front door.
what?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Magic.
James?
It works.
No,
It works
both of
well.
us. Both of us. There is no way in hell. This is not how statistics work.
It's exactly how.
No.
statistics work.
So Thomas, you will learn that James codes against us. He likes to say that he's totally fair, but he's not.
I have no control over the dice.
Hitches on
That's
a
what they
comment
all
initiative, right?
say.
How many people have you played with in Fantasy Grounds?
A couple.
No fucking way. No way. No way.
I'm
Wait.
sorry.
Seems pretty suspect to me, guys.
Uh-huh.
That's very sus.
He's the imposter. This is for sure.
Among
Yep.
Us. Yeah.
All right, so. Why isn't it showing?
Do you have a photo of these cat things, by the way?
Yeah, I'd like to see one of these cat things.
Got a 9-tail situation
Bring
going on
that
here.
up.
Give me a
I
quick
feel like
second.
we need to circle back to this.
Got like a scary Eevee. I don't know what we're doing here.
Or I'm thinking like a mountain lion sort of thing.
Maybe.
Big old cat.
2 tails. 2 tails mountain lion. Oh wow, that's a.
Okay, yeah, that's.
Wait, okay, how big are
Pretty-
these
oh,
cats
yeah,
then?
That's like what I was thinking.
That's such a weird perspective.
Sorry, it was a quick grab.
Are you using ChatGPT at the same time?
Probably.
I mean, I do have it open, but
many
I didn't use
cups of-
ChatGPT for this.
How many cups of brown sugar would equal one of these cats?
What's this? This is like an inside joke? What's going on here?
I mean, you know,
23.
Let me ask.
I know it's not game related, but I gotta know for my sake.
What is this in reference to?
It is an inside joke. Last time we were over hanging out with James and Jamie, we got on the subject of like how many the weight of a cup of brown sugar. How much would that equal to? Like, would something be equal to like I forgot like some of the examples, but you know, using brown sugar as a unit of measurement.
Okay.
So, what's the math on this? Roughly 220 pounds.
I was thinking of
Divided
the corals or however the heck you say it from Final Fantasy. But they don't have two tails.
So it'd be about 451 cups of brown sugar.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot of brown sugar.
I
Thank you
like
for
my
putting-
23 one better. So taking it, they're not, you know, like house cat sized.
No. No, they're more
Cool.
like a jaguar size.
Great, that's wonderful. Okay.
Good luck, guys.
What I don't understand though is why. Oh, can you see the dice under the cat?
No.
What? No.
No.
So on the combat tracker, it says
Yep.
cat.
Yeah.
Nothing's
Oh.
there for you.
There's cat and there's nothing else. Like, it has the order.
Am I
Yeah.
missing something?
Only
faction.
cat.
And the faction obviously is red, so.
Yeah.
Hostile.
Okay.
Now it's yellow.
You'll also have to take out the drone raptor inspector that somehow rolled for this initiative.
Yeah, I had it working. That's sad. Okay.
Wait, round 2? What?
Sorry, I was trying to do whatever I could to get it to work here.
So I vote that if we roll max number on our die, it cancels out any ones that we also roll.
I second
So
this.
those ones aren't counted as hitches. They just don't count towards
Initiative.
the initiative.
Oh, so you didn't buy
So-
those?
No, I didn't buy those.
Oh, I thought you said you did.
No.
Then hang on, I gotta remove a plot point. Hang on.
Yep.
Okay. I fixed.
Okay. So, yeah, it dives down and attacks you. Let me go ahead and roll its attack. Oh, that's a bad attack roll.
Thank God. About damn time.
He's finally. James is cheating over there.
All right. So, by the way, I rolled 2 1s. And also, if you noticed, next to the hitch, there is a little link where it says
Oh, yeah.
hitch alert. If you click the link, it pulls up the rulebook to exactly how hitches work, just in case
Oh, yeah.
you need a reminder.
That's cool. I like that.
Thanks. But yeah, so if you want to use those hitches, you are getting 2 of them.
You're gonna need another line in that rule book link. The table under hitches, it doesn't have a line between the 2 and the 3 hitches rolled. I know that the bottom 2 are the one associated with 3, but it could be a little confusing if you think it's the one in the middle, and that the bottom 3 are associated. I don't know if that makes sense.
That's weird that, like, if you click on it and you open it up as a picture and you zoom in, you could see it better.
Oh, is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, there is a line there. Interesting. Yeah, that does not show up in the like textual
better-
version.
I'll get a better picture for the smaller version.
Okay. Anyways, sorry.
I just screenshotted it out of the rulebook.
I'm with you. Yeah, I do see it when I open it as a picture. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. You gonna buy that?
Can I buy both of them?
Yeah, so you buy both of them for 1 plot point.
Okay.
Unless you're doing 2d6 assets.
For stresses. Reducing stresses.
Yep, you can also reduce stress with it.
So if I wanted to reduce my physical and social, I would need to spend 2 here?
Yes.
Okay, I want to do that. Spend 2. 1 physical and 1 social.
being assaulted by a ginormous feline puts your life into perspective, and you are less
Right.
stressed about these things.
See my life flash through my eyes. Good vibes.
I'm pretty sure you can beat a 3, but I still need you to try because you could also not.
Both of
Okay.
us?
No, it's attacking Foxtrot.
Ah, okay.
What am I rolling?
You're rolling a one of your distinctions and agility athletics to get out of the way.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Now it was awesome. When it doesn't matter.
So yeah, as it jumps down, you jump out of the way, you slide up under the tent, and you two are, and yeah, Raze, you're up.
Does the cat have object permanence?
Okay,
Just,
wait.
forgot where we're at.
Did
Oh no, it hasn't forgotten where you're at.
did both of
Okay.
us go under the tent?
No, I'm sorry. Foxtrot got out of the way and slid under the tent.
I guess I'm gonna try and follow him.
Okay.
Distinction Agi Athletics? Question mark?
Yep. Oh, I mean, if you're just jumping under the tent, you can do that. If there was something extra that you're wanting to do, that would be a roll.
Well, no, I just saw him disappear. I'm like, well, I better go with him. So.
Okay. So yeah, you can easily just run under the tent. There really doesn't need to be a roll for that.
Okay.
There's no skill involved to.
I mean.
So yeah, you two get inside, and on the inside, you see a cage, with 2 people inside of it. One
How
person.
big is the cage? Are we talking like WWE, like, or?
LOL. Welcome to the octagon.
Basically big enough to fit like a lion inside.
So we're talking like Dumbo train
yeah.
type thing. Okay.
There's 2 people inside. One of them is dressed in a really nice suit, and he just looks bored.
I'm gonna.
The other, I will let Thomas describe the other.
Okay.
Oh, all right. As you scan the others, your eyes fall onto another individual within the cage. He is dressed sharp. He is dressed within the clothes standard of a mercenary, befitting his position. A nice duster adorns him, and he is struggling against his bonds, swearing in Russian.
I'm imagining like a Russian Dresden.
I'm kind of going for like a Russian Nathan Fillion and Firefly.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm a big brown coat, so I appreciate this highly.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
I look over to Ray and I'm like, I take it these are the targets.
She's gonna glance at them, and her AR will pop up, basically the identity of the corporate dude, because of course he's, you know, well known.
Yep.
I don't know if Dima's stuff is gonna actually be accessible, but she'll be able to kind of, you know, figure out by process of elimination. She'll be like, yep, looks like it. What the fuck was that cat thing?
As you.
Thinking about that, yeah, is there like is there anywhere we can create like an advantage to like?
Yeah, can I climb on top of the cage?
Like, are there like boxes to the left and right of where we're at, or something like so we can like get to a vantage point?
Sure. What would be a good role for that? Survival? Yeah, survival sounds good. Intuition, survival, and a distinction.
I just wanted to climb on top of the cage.
Fair.
Sure. That makes sense.
Can I assume I just have the capacity to do that, or do I need to roll?
Yeah.
Okay. I need a clear button on the pool.
On the pool.
Yeah, I can manually click each one. I'm saying, like a.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
There's my survivor roll.
Sorry, Thomas. I'm used to like kind of QAing for James, so I will just spout random shit that I find problematic or troublesome throughout.
No worries, you're fine.
Okay. Yeah. So, box. Yeah, you find an advantage point, and you get to add a D8 for your next roll to assist you with the cat.
Thanks.
Actually, for the rest of the scene.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Oh, very nice.
The cat comes ripping in through the side of the tent, and it looks around to try to see you. Now, what did your vantage point look like for you, Daniel? You get to describe it.
So I guess there's like 2 other empty cages immediately to our right when we popped in. I'm basically gonna like pop up above them, and like try to make myself as small as possible against whatever's coming in, but still giving myself an angle to take a shot.
Okay. It's going to need to try to get up to the top of that box, so I'm going to give it a roll. And you had an 11. It's not going to quite make it.
That stupid kid.
Yeah, so it gets in, and basically it's getting itself oriented, and so it goes to charge after you, and it jumps up, and it gets onto the side and starting to pull itself up, but it can't quite make it over to you. Raise, you get to act.
Was this cage like locked? Like, is that what's actually holding them? Because I know that they were also bound.
Sorry, say that again. Oh yeah, the cage is locked, and they are bound to the bars on the side.
Are they bound with like rope or like tech?
Yeah, it's a tech. It's
Okay.
yeah, it's a smart cuffs.
I'm going to jump down onto the side where they are bound. And I'm actually going to use the disrupting tech special effect on my katana by using a plot point. So I'll get a D8 for disrupting tech throughout the rest of the scene. But she's going to use her katana to try and basically break it and let them go.
Okay. All right, go ahead and give me a roll.
Yeah, what would that
I feel like that would be
be?
strength plus your sword.
Okay, so fight with would it be fight or athletics?
It should be fight.
Okay. If I double click that, does that use my specialty? Okay. And then I get another D8 for my disrupting tech. Okay. Oh my fucking god.
No.
Are you kidding me?
I'm buying those.
No. No.
Not allowed.
I only get the 1 plot point, right?
Correct.
It's fucking stupid. Hang on.
I would like to refund my purchase from Fancy Grounds.
It's 11 enough to break it.
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Will it blend?
It possibly could. It does.
Good.
Sick.
I also rolled a hitch.
You want to buy it?
No.
Do I? Yeah, I'll reduce my social stress. I'll buy it.
So yeah, Ray'll basically stick her katana in between the bars and the binds. Sure. And you'll see like almost like a tiny electrical sizzle, and she just basically like pries it open and breaks the handcuff thingy.
Awesome. Yeah. Who did you release first? Was it the
It was not the executive.
not the executive?
The
Okay.
Russian.
She assumed he was the hired muscle, so she's kind of hoping that he will help out.
What if
Mark.
I don't? What if I just sit down?
Then she'll be very disappointed in you, and she'll make you, question, your choices in life.
What if I proceed to take a step back, rub my wrists, pull a flask out from my jacket, take a big pull of whatever passes for vodka in this universe, and say, "Oh, it's about time someone came and freed me. Those binds are starting to cut off my circulation to my hands."
She'd be very impressed that you can do that in a round.
He did it really quick. It's kind of impressive.
It just, it just comes up, guys. On the fly, I just come up with these things. Except when James puts me on the spot and asks me to describe my character.
You did a great job. You get used to it.
Oh no, yeah, first game.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, now you're free. Go ahead and give me an initiative roll on your combat tab. You can click initiative button at the top.
Okay.
Should be the second tab on the right.
Cool.
Did I do it?
Nice. Yep.
And it should have opened up the combat tracker. I'm not.
Yes, I see it.
Cool. So yep, you're up. You rolled 11.
Okay, cool. I'm in the cage. What's there to do in the cage?
You might want to free the executive that I didn't free.
Well, is the executive awake?
Yeah. No, he's just bored.
He's bored?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm gonna ask him. Who is he?
He's
And
like,
why is he in
"Does
this
that
cage
really
with
matter?"
me? Yeah, it does matter, actually.
Oh, you know why he's in the cage with you. He was the guy that you were coming down there to get freed. He was the whole reason why you got captured. But yeah, you were trying to get him freed. Negotiations went poorly, and now you ended up in there with him. He is a corporate leader a corporate honcho of as technology. So you know a little bit about him.
Yeah.
But you know enough about him to have done your job.
You know he's
Right.
worth money.
Okay. All right.
Is it okay if we go to 11? I know 10:30 is usually our.
I'm
we
okay with
start asking
11. Yeah.
questions.
Yeah, 11's okay.
11 is good. I have to dip out at 11 though because I still need to do this like test before midnight.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna search his pockets and see if I can find anything useful in his pockets that might assist me in some odd way.
He's like, "Are you looking for a gun?"
Nope. I'm looking for your wallet.
Oh, that's not going to get you far. But
Is there any-
he shifts his leg, and a compartment opens up on his inner thigh. He's like, "A gun
What?
would probably do you a little bit better."
Kind of weird.
Wait. Explain this compartment opening up on his inner thigh.
That seems really odd.
He has a cybernetic leg.
Oh.
Oh, I'm
okay.
with you now.
Wait, but
What did you think?
I
I
thought
was
he.
very concerned.
I don't know. All right. So,
Do you want to play with the gun?
yeah, sure. I'll take the gun. Let's see what happens. Thanks for the gun, comrade.
The gun is good.
It's a gun loaded.
Has he got any
Alright, sweet.
popcorn in there?
It's just a pistol, but it's something he can keep concealed on him.
All right, so it's probably a smaller gun.
Yeah.
Where is the cat thing?
It's climbing up a box, coming after Foxtrot.
Is it close to me, or will
I
I have
mean-
to reposition?
It's within gun reach. You'll probably want to run up to the bars so you can get to the outside of them and fire through the bars rather than trying to aim between the bars.
Yeah, that's. a
Because
good
that
idea.
accidental ricochet might suck.
Make it exciting. All right. I'd like to reposition and take a shot at the cat
Okay,
with the leg gun.
sure.
Okay.
That will be you tell me which distinction you're using, plus agility and shoot.
I'm gonna say I'm going to use my decisive distinction.
Okay.
And then you said agility and shoot.
Mhm.
Okay. And then
Yep, I'm buying that one.
cool.
Join the club.
So now what do I? Okay, so
What'd you roll? Oh,
Is it-
sorry, I was misreading. That was your initiative, I guess. Yeah, that was your initiative from before. Sorry. So yeah, well, so with the dice that you have left, you can try to put some into outcome. You can put something into effect, or you can try to put it all into outcome. See what you can do with it.
Sure. Okay. How do I? I think I figured it out. What do I do now?
Submit
Hit
button.
submit, and that will submit is at the top left of that roll screen.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Switch that.
I guess the button's not intuitive.
Ah.
It's fair to say it's not.
Sure. Let's press this button.
Well, I rolled some ones. If anybody wants to buy them,
Wow, maybe.
I'll buy one. Which, by the way, is there any way that we can mark that in like the combat tracker or anything, or is that just something we manually keep track of?
what do you mean?
If I'm buying a hitch.
You'll be spending the plot point and then do with it as you will. So the transaction will be complete.
Because I want to set it up as an asset. Actually, I guess it's going to be an asset. I want to do something to make like the locking mechanism on the cage be like faulty or something. Does that work?
Yeah. So the cage actually has a lock on it that's a D6. So you could.
Could I step it down to a D4?
Well, because I
Or how
rolled
does that work?
two. Because I rolled 2, you could step it down 2. So I rolled 2 hitches or 2 ones.
Uh-huh.
And so if you look at the hitch chart, right next to the 1d8, it says plus
So
or
it would
minus 2.
Be a
1.
D2?
No. If it goes from a 6 to a 4 to a 0.
Oh, okay. So essentially it's non-existent-ish?
Yeah. It broke.
Okay. I'll just say that my awesome electromagnetic power when I broke the handcuff also somehow ended up disrupting that, and it just like unlocked it basically.
Absolutely. That. Also, you don't have to relate it to you. You can just have an environment of the scene cause it. But I'm fine with you doing it. I'm just letting you know for future descriptions if you want to just say like something fell and hit the lock and it opened up.
Okay,
That works as well.
sounds cool.
Um, so I bought that hitch from you, Thomas. So you're gonna want to up your plot point by 1.
So that's on the top right of your character sheet.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Yeah.
Got it.
So yeah, you rolled a 3 to hit. It got a 6 for its dodge, magically. But you noticed as like you leaned up against the bar and you were shooting through it, the door opens up, so it's unlocked. So you'll be able to actually step out of the cage next time. Foxtrot.
We just pass Ray.
She already went, and then he
Oh.
rolled higher than her, so I went ahead and let him take his turn.
I got you.
I'm actually going to just adjust this. I'm going to put you at a 9, just so it follows a standard flow.
I got you.
Foxtrot.
So yeah, that cat creature, whatever, is like snarling, trying to grab, clawing up at me. I'm just gonna. I was like, screw this, and take out my silenced pistol and aim straight at the head. So
Sure, roll it.
that's what shoot. Is it agility?
Um,
Or
yeah, it'd be agility plus shoot plus 1 of your distinctions.
plus the 8? That's recurring for the scene.
You get to use that 8 because you have the high ground.
Have the
And
high
because you're
ground.
attacking, you're setting the difficulty. So, yeah, he shoots over at it. The cat jumps to another spot of the box and it's starting to claw up. You shoot down at it. It throws its tail up and over, and like as your bullet hits, you see the tail glow blue.
Nani?
Yeah, like,
Nani the fuck?
Yeah.
Then the other tail comes whipping around and it goes to smack you, Foxtrot.
what I do to deserve this today?
The
And-
tails are pugilist specialists.
Right?
By the
Okay.
way, I am using some of these Overwatch dice.
Yeah, of course you are.
I did roll a 1. If any, Daniel, you get first dibs.
I'm gonna create a D6 asset for the scene. Here. I don't know what you would call it. It's not like a physical object. It's like a manifestation of like just a flow state of in the current combat. Just being more aware of like being able to block and dodge. I'm not sure what you would call that.
Room advantage.
Sure. There's another D6. My rolls.
Okay.
Is that something you can add post roll, or do you have to do it before you roll?
What?
If I want to tap that.
Giggity. So when you create an asset, the person that creates it has ownership to it. if they want to give other people access to it, they have to spend a plot point.
Oh, okay. Good to know. That doesn't still quite answer my question though. So like for example, if he wanted to use it, does he have to decide to use it before he rolls, or can he add it in after he rolls?
He can add it in after he rolls if he
Does
wants to.
does
It doesn't
that
cost anything,
does that
so might as
have
well
to
roll
go
with it.
to the outcome, or can he choose how to fit it in between the
He can
outcome and
still choose.
effect? Okay, cool.
It can still roll a 1. It still can affect you that way, but yeah.
Yeah, knowing me.
Most likely, you just want to go ahead and roll it with your standard pool anyways, because it's free. Once it's created.
But wait, does it persist, or can you only use it once?
No, you use it for the rest of the scene.
I didn't know that. I thought it
Yep.
was a one-time use thing.
Mostly not.
Okay.
There might be some situations where it would only be once, but
Yeah, like if you made it at the end, at the end of the scene, yeah, it might be 1 or 2
well,
times.
I mean that, but I meant there. I can't come up with one right now, but I'm certain that there's a reason that something would be like, yeah, I'll let you have that, but that can only happen once. Maybe like wall caving in. that can literally only happen once.
Gotcha.
But that might change an entire scene of how it assists or how it helps. Okay,
I don't know. In
so
Inception, it did it a lot.
I have the high ground, Anakin.
that's fair. Okay, so it attacks. It has a 13.
I needed to roll to defend.
Mm-hmm.
Is that, I guess, fight?
No, that would be athletics to get out of the way.
Okay.
I mean, unless like you have something that you're pairing it with.
No,
or
I would
something.
prefer to dodge. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
And then my temp asset and my D8 for high ground. Boom shakalaka. Get wrecked.
Nice. Yep. So that tail goes whipping by, and you can see like these like little pieces of like static or lightning kind of bouncing off of it as it's floating by you, and you dodge back. Raise, what do you do?
It's electromagnetic. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm gonna.
It's all the
I'm-
cat ions.
I'm gonna let the corporate dude go. Do the same thing that I did with Dima. Which was strength.
Sorry, you're just trying to bust open.
Yes. For fuck's sake.
I'm buying it.
Shit.
Gee.
That still does it.
Okay.
yeah.
So she'll release the exec, be like, "Hey, we're getting you out of here." Actually, in retrospect, before I release him, with Ray's handler, would she be the one to be like brokering this, "Hey, stop trying to kill this person" thing? So that's not something that I need to like try and force him to negotiate with, sort of thing.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
You feel that would not be an appropriate time to have that during the middle of a.
Okay. just making sure before I let him go. Okay, so yeah, she'll release him as gently as possible.
Yep.
And be like, "Hello, sir, we're here to get you out of here. Please come with me."
He's like, I was wondering when you would show. He goes ahead and he just starts walking towards the cage door, like not worried about the rest of the scene that's happening around him.
Out the back, if you will, sir.
Well, I mean, he has to first get out of the cage.
I know. I'm just saying, we're going back out that way.
All right, Dima.
All right, I'm back. Let's see. My first shot at the creature missed. Come on, wake up, Stinky camera.
We have to do that every now and then.
Okay. The cage door is open. I'm going to go. I'm going to exit the cage and
Okay.
try to shoot the animal again.
Sure. Go ahead, roll it. By the way, now especially since there's only 8 minutes left, it might be a great time to use your weapon specialists to add that d6 into your roll.
Oh yeah. No, good point. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so what all? So I'm going to use my. I'm going to use survivor.
Yeah.
And then agility.
Yep.
Okay, agility, and then shoot. Roll these baddies. Yeah, sure.
Was that your roll? 13?
Yes. I pressed the roll button and I just did the max.
Yep, that's fine. No, that's fine. I was just making sure that I didn't miss it.
It was the same one that I made before, except he has a D10 effect.
So yeah, tell me how you kill the creature.
Okay, cool. How elaborate can I get?
As elaborate as you want.
Cool. Okay, so I bust through the gate of the cage into a perfect barrel roll. I land on one knee. I raise the pistol up, and I sight the animal directly in front of me, and I say, "Not like, what's new, pussycat?" As I pull the trigger. The sound is deafening. The sound is deafening. It rings out. The slug exits the barrel, and it hurtles towards my target, and it hits and penetrates the cat's skull, and brain and viscera splatter everywhere. The cat falls dead. Tails do one last death whip around before they fall limp.
If I can make a
Absolutely.
suggestion, as it's dying, it goes, whoa, whoa, whoa!
Whoa!
I would like to also add that the viscera just kind of splattered all over me on this dead face. I'm like, yeah, he'll fit in.
Like, what's all this meow?
So yeah, you guys took care of that, and you get the corporate exec. You all get out of there,
Oops.
and
Adios.
yeah. So you get to a safe position away from the circus encampment, and the exec is like, anybody have a style I could borrow?
Raises is like embedded in her head, so no.
What is it called?
You probably have like a
Would I have like
wrist
a
AR or something that.
Okay, yeah, Ray will accommodate him as much as she can.
He calls up. I'm gonna need a lift. I'm at, and he gives the coordinates. And he goes, I'm imagining that I'm gonna be hearing from a Johnson. Your debts will be paid. I'll see to
Appreciate
that.
it. Pleasure doing business with you.
I'm gonna give him his gun back.
He
I'm gonna
looks
say
at it.
it's a little too light for my tastes. More
That's
of a
under-
pea shooter.
He takes it from me. He goes, "That's understandable. You could have kept it, but
Heavy is good. Heavy is reliable. If it doesn't shoot, you can always hit them with it.
He goes, let me know if those circus clowns didn't get you back your gear. I'll make sure that it gets returned to you safely.
I'll say, please do. It's no laughing matter.
Ray's gonna purse her lips to keep from laughing. She's like trying to remain completely like stoic and everything. You just see like the corner of her mouth like.
He
Except with a...
like at that time, like a repulsor lift vehicle comes quietly landing nearby. And-
Before Ray lets him go, she's gonna check the authorization of this vehicle or whatever. Make sure they actually are who he's expecting.
Sure. Do you have some kind of hacking abilities?
I have cracking. But I more mean like she assumes that he knows who he's expecting, so she'll check kind of with him and not in the way that Raptor would.
Yeah, once you stop him, he looks back at you, goes, I appreciate your concern. Most
Okay.
runners aren't this thorough, especially with our kind.
I just like to make sure I'm doing my job well.
And he steps inside the vehicle and takes off. You all get a notification on your whatever devices, and you've received a shit ton of it new yen, but basically it equals to about 8 in NP.
Peace.
Cool. NP, by the way, Thomas, is on your inventory, so it's the third tab, and then there's a currency in like the middle right. And you
Okay.
can just type it in there. But yeah, to wrap up, Raze will reach back out to her handler, just be like, hey, job's done, we're good to go. Let me know if you need any eggs next time, and I should make it to the other meet on time.
Let me know how it goes with Blue.
Sounds good. Am I supposed to be going to this one alone, by the way?
Most likely you're gonna want a crew.
At the meet?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you two, Raze and Foxtrot, you get a news alert that pops up, and you see that Blackbird has been arrested.
Ray's just gonna look over at Foxtrot, be like,
Oh.
Doctor's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, that's
well, what are you doing later? Let's go. And scene. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and quit Twitch stream here, so.
All right.
Bye, chat.
Bye, chat.